Lorna Shaddick joins me from Manchester, New Hampshire. Lorna, now obviously we've got two candidates here, one from the very far left and one from the very, very far right. What do you think it says about US politics at the moment, and perhaps more importantly about the US public? Is there some sort of discontent for mainstream politics at the moment in the US?
Well, it's fascinating, isn't it, that in fact many of the voters that I've spoken to here in New Hampshire and in fact some of the voters in Iowa as well, when asked by journalists who they were considering, said, well, it's between Donald Trump and Bernie Sanders. Despite the fact that politically, as you say, those two are poles apart, they seem to be attracting the same kind of voters, people who are angry at the political establishment and indeed some of them angry at Wall Street. Those are the ones who tend to go to Bernie Sanders, who feel that the economy is stacked against them. Those who are concerned more about terrorism tend to go more towards Donald Trump, and those who are wanting a stronger American foreign policy. But as you say, both of those candidates attracting people perhaps who might not also have turned out to the polls at all before now, but feel that these candidates have something to offer them that they haven't seen in other more established candidates.
And what happens now? I mean, the bandwagon moves to South Carolina and Nevada. Are we likely to see a thinning out of candidates?
Well, that was the original supposition, was that this race would help winnow out particularly the very crowded Republican field. But in fact, because of the way the results stacked up, it's still very narrow in the middle. Ted Cruz came in third, but Jeb Bush only just behind in fourth place, and therefore keeping his campaign hopes alive. Only Chris Christie, the governor of New Jersey, so far has sort of implied that he may drop out. He said he's going home to New Jersey to consider his next move. But most of the other Republican candidates at the moment still seem to feel that there is something in it for them if they continue on to Nevada and South Carolina. Hillary Clinton, meanwhile, will certainly have to reconsider her campaigning, in particular how she deals with Bernie Sanders, who stole a lot of the youth and women and white working class votes away from her here in New Hampshire. As she moves forward into Nevada and South Carolina, she'll have to consider taking Bernie Sanders and his campaign that bit more seriously than perhaps she was before. He has now established himself very firmly as a firm rival rather than a mere distraction in this election campaign.
All right, Lorna there, thank you very much for your time.